from the Technology Center on the campus of Herkimer College. This is HCTV News, a student-produced newscast covering Herkimer County and the community it serves.
Hello, I'm Michaela Maiolo, and welcome to HCTV News from Herkimer College. This is our last newscast on HCTV, but don't worry, we've got some special things in store for this last newscast. On Friday, May 18th at 5 o'clock, Herkimer College will be holding its 50th annual commencement ceremony in the Physical Education Building. Students planning to participate in the commencement ceremony can pick up their cap and gowns in the bookstore and must have them before Friday, May 11th. Bookstore hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. To receive a cap and gown, students must show photo ID that can be a driver's license, Herkimer ID, or any other government-issued ID. Each guest entering the gymnasium will be required to present a ticket. Children ages 3 and up are required to have tickets. Seating in the gym is general admission on a first-come, first-served basis. Strollers and car seats are strongly discouraged due to space limitations. Guest tickets for admission to the gym will be distributed to participating graduates with regalia at the college bookstore. Due to a limited seating capacity in the gym, guest tickets are limited and will be distributed as follows. A maximum of 4 tickets will be given to the first 200 students to pick up a cap and gown. A maximum of 3 tickets will be given to the next 50 students to pick up their cap and gown, and after that, 2 tickets will be given out to each student until the maximum capacity has been reached. Final exam week is always a stressful week for the students here at Herkimer College. Last week, students had the opportunity to take part in May the 4th Be With You laser tag event. Students had the chance to pick up their team and split up into groups of 6. The teams were also divided by 2 colors, a red team and a green team. Each game lasted 1 round for 5 minutes, and the way you could score points was by eliminating a player from the opposing team, or players could attack the other team's base. When an opposing player was eliminated, players gained 100 points, and when players attacked the team's base, they gained 500 points. If a team didn't win the first time around, they could sign up again and get another crack at it. This event was just one of the many events that the college has hosted before finals week as a stress relief for students. With cell phones having more and more apps already pre-installed, a form of media that is making somewhat of a comeback is podcasting. Anyone can make a podcast, and in fact, 2 Herkimer faculty members, A.G. Devitt and Matthew Powers, came together and created the Brass Lantern. The Brass Lantern podcast transforms you to an alternate version of the past with blinding lights, blazing guns, and nerves of steel. The Brass Lantern is about 2 millionaires that pit their guns against the wickedest men alive. You can find the Brass Lantern on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Right now, there are episodes 1 through 3 up. They are each 30 minutes long and are completely free. You can find out more about the Brass Lantern by visiting www.facebook.com/thebeaconofjustice. Herkimer College held its 8th annual Student Film Showcase Tuesday night here on campus. The showcase was hosted by film professor Robert Gassman and gave our students a chance to show off all their work they have done in their semesters here at Herkimer College. Most of the program was dedicated to student-produced short films, but there was also time for some of the projects that were produced by the video production classes. Kayla Tabor, a digital film student here at Herkimer College, talks about what it's like to have her work on the big screen.
It's definitely really cool to see your own work, something that you worked on all semester long on this big projector in front of all of your family and friends, and it's really rewarding to see that your work goes somewhere.
The digital film showcase was open to the public, and students from all majors came out to support their peers. Be sure to keep an eye out next spring for possibly the last student film showcase due to an administrative cut of the digital filmmaking curriculum made last fall. Well, stay with us. There's more news straight ahead after this break. During HCTV News, I'm Michaela Maiolo. Brandon Bevington will join us after the break with your complete weather forecast. Stay with us.
Coming up next, the weather outlook for Herkimer and the surrounding areas. here on HCTV News. Stay with us.
Make the right connections with your communication arts degree from Herkimer College. Interested in radio? Meant to DJ? Then Herkimer College's radio TV program is the program for you. Learn all about the radio industry, record your own show, or even produce a live one. The possibilities are endless. For more information about communication arts programs at Herkimer College, visit www.herkimer.edu.
No cell phone service, no television or internet connections, no electricity, and in some DEC Adirondack campgrounds, no roads either. Forked Lake is just one of the 52 campgrounds that you can explore in the Adirondack Mountains of New York State. This facility is a primitive camping experience. Each site is outfitted with just the basics. You've got to hike trails or paddle a canoe to get to each site, putting you right in the middle of the area's natural beauty. Too rustic for you? That's okay. The DEC offers a wide variety of experiences, including island camping, tent and trailer sites with electricity and running water, boat launch facilities, hiking trails, beaches, and more. And it's all just a click away. To find out more and to start planning for your next Adirondack adventure, log on to www.dec.ny.gov. You'll find all the information you need to start enjoying the great Adirondack outdoors in upstate New York.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Jump into the world of radio production and electronic media at Herkimer County Community College's 91.5 FM WVHC. When the semester kicks in, students take over the airwaves, turning their dreams and ideas into real live radio.
Topping Herkimer County Community College news today with graduation soon approaching.
Are you the next big voice? Find your home on the airwaves at Herkimer County Community College and WVHC. For more information, go to www.herkimer.edu.
Now, the weather outlook for Herkimer and the surrounding areas here on HCTV News.
HCTV News, live from Herkimer College. I'm Michaela Maiolo. Time now for a check of the weather, and for that, we turn to Brandon Bevington. Brandon?
Thank you for that intro, Michaela. I, for one, am still kind of reeling from shock from the change of weather we had. It seems like almost 2 weeks ago, we had 40-degree weather, somewhat snow showers, and then all of a sudden, bam, summer weather. Just skipped over spring, went straight to summer. Oh, my. All right, so looking at the weather monitor over here, we got some scattered storms going throughout the East Coast over here, most of which is not even in New York State. It's like in Pennsylvania, Virginia, South Carolina, all those good states. So moving over to the weather wall over here, excuse me, tonight's going to be cloudy with a low of 44. Tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy, some showers here and there, high of 61, low of 42. Saturday is going to be periods of rain throughout, not your typical Saturday, so don't really plan to do anything that day. High of 57, low of 41, a little bit colder than usual. Sunday is when the sun is finally going to break out, get your vitamin D. It's going to be a high of 68 and a low of 51. And as we look at our extended outlook, Monday is going to be cloudy with a high of 71 and a low of 52. Tuesday, the sun breaks out again with a little bit of clouds, high of 77, low of 57. And Wednesday, we return to the April leftover weather. We got some thunderstorms going on there, high of 76, low of 56.
Okay, thanks, Brandon, for that update on the weather. When we return, Thomas Haight has a very special edition of HCTV News Question of the Week. That will be up next on the award-winning HCTV News. Stay with us.
I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. come on in.
Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ache than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Time now for the HCTV News Question of the Week. It's your turn to express your thoughts on campus-wide issues.
Hello and welcome back to HCTV News. I'm Michaela Maiolo. Thanks for joining us. Time now for our HCTV News Question of the Week. This week we stayed in the studio and spoke to the HCTV newscast and crew. We now turn it over to our very own HCTV News reporter, Thomas Haight, the question guy with the red bow tie.
Hi there, Tom Haight here, the question of the week guy with the red bow tie. The question of the week this week is a two-parter. What do you think of the class that we took this year? And what are your plans after Herkimer?
My thoughts on the class this year. It was a good class. I learned a lot. I failed a lot. But I learned from my mistakes. And it's sad that this program might be done after today. And my plans for after Herkimer, I'm trying to get an internship in the field of broadcasting because I learned a lot. And I just hope to have fun when I go home in the city.
I definitely would say that it's a very fun thing to do. I've done news for 4 semesters, and I'm not even in this class, and my attendance in this class is probably better than the ones in my classes. I show up a lot more to news than I do anything else. So,
since I wasn't really officially a part of this class, I'm glad that Flanagan welcomed the people that weren't really a part of the class to do the news production. So I really enjoyed running camera for Thursday newscasts. And after Herkimer, I plan on trying to get an internship with some recording studios across, I'm hoping, out west more, because I plan on leaving New York within the 5 to 10 years.
The class this year I kind of slacked, I would say, maybe a little bit. But doing the news for a class made me wish that I started doing the news earlier, because I started doing the news my second to last semester in college. And it's really, really, really sad to see it go, because it is such a fun thing to do, especially when you're like new at school and like trying to make new friends. And it's just like, it's so much fun, and it's really sad to see it go.
I didn't have a lot of direct interaction with your television production class this semester. I was teaching the advanced audio class instead. But I have to tell you, this is a very fine group of students we have here. And I think you guys have done remarkable work under what have been, this year, some difficult circumstances.
Hi there, Tom Haight here, the question of the week guy with the red bow tie. That's it for question of the week. Back to you, Michaela.
Stay with us. Coming up after these messages, we talk to Doug P. Flan. That's straight ahead in our Newsmaker segment right here on HCTV News. Stay with us.
Hi. Are you feeling tired, irritable, stressed out? Well, you might consider nature.
From the people that brought you Getting Outside comes prescription strength Nature, a non-harmful medication shown to relieve the crippling symptoms of modern life.
Nature's recommended for humans of all ages, and it's great for pets too.
Nature can reduce cynicism, meaninglessness, anal retentiveness, and murderous rage. In clinical studies, Nature is proven to decrease work-induced catatonia.
Caution. Nature may cause you to slow down, quit your job,
If you are overly cynical, jaded, or emotionally numb, you may need to increase your dose of nature. Do you have trouble being even mildly uncomfortable? Nature may not be right for you. Side effects may include spontaneous euphoria, taking yourself less seriously, and being in a good mood for no apparent reason.
So ask your doctor if nature is right for you.
Hello, and welcome back to HCTV News. I'm Michaela Maiolo, and today we're talking to Douglas Flanagan.
That's what happens when I don't put a stop event in the playback system.
That's what happens when you're not
So
back there
that
telling us
wasn't
what to do.
that wasn't Michaela's fault. That wasn't William's fault. That was my fault.
It was no one's fault.
Well, yeah.
We're going to go live right now.
We're going to go live on
Yeah.
a social media platform
is the first
while
time.
we're live here on HCTV.
This is the
And
first time I've
if I
gone
was in the
live
back,
like
I'd
this.
Irish down camera 3, but because
Well-
it's sweaty and hot in here.
What do I have to do? It won't let me do it.
I don't know.
Maybe we're not going to go live.
You're the social media expert. I don't
I
know.
am a PR expert, if
Yeah,
I do say so myself.
right, exactly.
So how long have you taught here at Herkimer College teaching?
I
this
started
program?
teaching here in the fall of 2001. So this is the end of my 17th year. As my late father-in-law would say, I would be entering my 18th year of teaching.
So news started in 2003, right?
It did.
2003.
It
first
did.
live newscast.
It did, and that kind of came about actually with a little research that I did. After my first year, I kind of went around and talked to some of my former coworkers and people I knew in the broadcast industry, and I asked them, what specific things they would like to see in an entry-level student. And one of the things that kept coming back was this idea that they need some sort of deadline-oriented production, where the thing happens regardless of issues that might crop up. So I had a background in news and production, and that's kind of where I went after my first year, where I just kind of, survived my first year of teaching, making a transition from the broadcast industry. And we started in 2003 with a 15-minute live newscast. And I don't know if William is listening, but you could play that B-roll right now that was playing and dissolve to it in Server A if you want. We might even see some footage of the very first year. There it is. Hit the space bar again. So this is actually footage from exactly where we are sitting in this corner of the set. Some high-tech sets and high-tech wizardry there.
That's some high-tech camera work.
That gentleman you saw earlier was Pat Bailey. He wound up working for WKTV. There's Jen Kennedy. Brian Benway, the kid with the microphone, wound up working for Yahoo Sports. So we kind of went from there. After the first 2 years, we expanded it to a full half hour. The year after that, we added a 15-minute show during the activity period on Tuesdays. And we've been going pretty strong ever since.
I've definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, and Kayla will you can come back to camera 3 if you want there, William. William's TDing and producing at the same
I
time.
think Gaspin's back there.
And Gaspin's back there too. His shirt's probably still on, so. Kayla is also our producer for our 15-minute newscast this semester, so I made this joke earlier, but it's not really a joke. I slept well every Monday night this semester knowing that there was a script being lovingly handcrafted the night before for the 15-minute handcrafted news from Herkimer County's most experienced news
team.
Yeah.
I've definitely enjoyed it. I started 2016, I think I started.
Yeah.
My first semester I started right in audio, and I worked my way up.
Yeah, we threw you right into audio.
And last fall, you were like, do you want to produce? And I was like, no.
And then I
did
conned you into it.
Yep.
I said it's easy.
Or 2 newscasts.
All you have to do is right.
All you have to do is right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because we were fixing the switcher, weren't we?
Yeah, but I took pretty much.
much.
I took the TV part of like writing for news class, running for electronic media before I started. So I kind of knew what I was doing, but
no, it's been good.
Definitely enjoyable. I enjoy it.
A fantastic run. I have no idea how much time we have left.
No
in this
idea.
segment.
I'm enjoying myself.
William, I'd count us down to about 54 minutes, maybe.
54.
Maybe 53, because we'll get people in at the end. So if I'm going by that clock, I'm guessing it's about 3 minutes. What else do you want to talk about?
It's just a team effort. I love that it's a team effort.
It's a corny thing to say, but it really is.
It really is a team effort. It's not to call out. It's anybody. It's hey Brandon, can you go shoot this for me? Yeah, sure. I live on campus. I'll go shoot it. We'll cut it together. He was messaging us this morning. He was like, should I come to campus early so I can cut together the VO for the laser tag? I was like, sure.
Yes, please.
We're cutting stuff together.
I put it in your project. I transcoded it here. Blah,
yep.
blah,
It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of that chat and rundown. It's a lot of, I did this, you got to do this. That's what a lot of it last night.
Rundowncreator.com. We used to have to do scripts with Word and
Yeah.
tables in Word.
I was around. I was helping with some of the
bad.
scripts.
Oh,
for
yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah, it was horrible. Rundowncreator.com. Ringing endorsement for Rundowncreator.com.
It's a good program.
Fantastic.
If you figure out how to, it's a little bit to the brackets. It's a little
Once you
confusing.
get used to it, though, it's not too bad.
If you're around news enough, you understand how to write for news.
Taking all that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got a lot of people who have gone through these programs that are working locally in news and commercial production and radio stations and digital film and new media.
It's so captivating. I'm not even a radio TV major.
Yeah,
I'm a digital film major.
And she's not even in this class.
Nope, not. Let's talk about me. I'm great. Not really.
So what's next for you? What are you doing after this?
Oh God. I've been thinking about Plattsburgh. I kind of considered it really late in the game, so.
Do you like cold and snow?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm here.
It's actually, they've invested quite a bit of money.
Well, I like Plattsburgh because when I looked on the website, I noticed that they advertise equally for all of their programs. So it's not when you're going online, you're not seeing, okay, the sports team is playing here. You're also seeing a promotional video probably done by a student or a faculty member for an audio program that they had there.
Yeah.
So it makes me hopeful that when I go visit the campus, I'll feel right there because they appreciate, I guess, and they know what we're doing. Because I feel like a lot of people don't really know what we're doing down here. They see a TV studio from up there in that window,
Right.
and they don't really know how much work goes into it.
People walk in here, they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know this was here.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Do you remember, was Chloe Hartman here when you were
She
here?
was a year before me.
She's up in
She
Plattsburgh
just
now.
left
Yep.
right when I started.
Yep. I don't think she's graduating this semester if she hasn't already. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's good, pretty good program up there. They've invested some money in it, and we got some new toys. So.
Herkimer definitely is. I mean, even Gassman made it worth it for me.
Yeah.
Gassman's back there.
It's what we get
Forgive
paid to
me.
do. It's our job.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth
Trevor
it.
says 15 seconds.
Trevor says 15 seconds.
Should we believe him?
I'm going to go with 30.
Camera.
30 seconds.
Come on in, go say hi to camera
Come on,
3.
say hi, Trevor.
Okay, this is Trevor. Trevor's our floor director. There he is. Oh, hey, Trevor. There he is. So we should probably toss to a break. Is that the plan right now? Yep. All right, you want to toss to the break?
Yeah, that way I've done everything.
Sure, that's right. This is Kayla's first and last time on camera.
I wasn't prepared. We will be right back after these messages with more news. No, weather. We come back to weather.
More news. Weather's done. Final
We've got
weather.
more news and the final weather.
There.
So we're coming back
Nailed it.
on HCTV News.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Smokey, catch!
Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the award-winning HCTV News. I'm Michaela Maiolo.
And I'm Brandon Bevington for HCTV Weather.
We'll take one more look at the weather forecast in just a minute, but first,
That weather.
that weather.
How about that
first
weather?
that weather.
That weather on the lake. I'm sorry, that was a throwback to one of our co-workers here.
So how's this weather?
I'm pleasantly surprised. You know, it's a nice change after the couple of weeks of just snow and clouds and you know, those are dirty words here. We're not going to say them anymore. For tonight, we can expect cloudy weather with a low of 44. And tomorrow is going to be, oh wow, I am blending. Tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers here and there, high of 61 and a low of 42.
Thanks, Brandon, for that update.
That is anytime.
Yeah, I hope this weather just gets better. I'm really excited for summer, really excited for the sun. just to get out and do things.
Well, your best bet for this week would probably be Sunday when it's going to be really sunny and really out there.
You got any plans for the sun?
Hopefully not burn, because I'm just, I don't do well in the sun. Like 5 minutes there, I cook like a lobster.
Right. Yeah.
And, today's edition of HCTV News could possibly be the last one ever.
HCTV News began as a live 15-minute newscast back in 2003. Since then, it has expanded to a full half-hour show, and later additional newscasts were added on different days of the week.
HCTV News has won several awards, most recently winning Best Regularly Scheduled Newscast and Best News Story in the college category of the Associated Press New York State Broadcasts Award. That was in 2014.
In addition to news, this studio space has seen hundreds of different productions, from live music during Play to the Camera to live 3-hour HCTV takeover productions and more.
Over the years, this studio has been host to political debates, talk shows, student film projects, and several editions of Herkimer County's longest-running news magazine show, Kaleidoscope, as well.
It's going to be a shame to see it go.
It absolutely is.
This was the final edition of HCTV News. We would all like to thank you for tuning in all of these semesters through the good and the bad.
Students have also produced a newscast every Tuesday afternoon. Special thanks to Kayla Tabor for serving as producer for the Tuesday 15-minute live newscast this semester. All of our newscasts are archived on our YouTube channel. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Just search Herkimer College Communication Arts.
For all of us here at HCTV News, I'm Michaela Maiolo.
And I'm Brandon Bevington.
Thanks for joining us.